powerful and advanced pest repellers that you can buy. To look, he's ready, he's ready. Folks, for the first time in 4 years with me, we only have 2,000 of them. No other 2,000. There's no other presentations. Let's show the lowest price ever. And if you buy it in the next 10 minutes, free shipping and handling. Wow. You don't need 10 of them. You don't need 8 of them. As the price pops up, you'll see that for less than $33 with the free shipping, one on each floor of the house. This is the easiest, simplest, most powerful solution. If you're paying for a service, if you've got chemicals all around the house, all you're gonna do is plug this in. I believe in these because I've used them for 15 years on HSN. Lou, I don't want anybody to be confused. Right. We see the traditional ultrasonic pest repellers regularly. Yes. These you do not.
These are not the normal pest repellers because they use 2 different technologies to help you get rid of the pests, okay? We have the ultrasonic, which is those sound waves that I can't hear, you can't hear, your kids can't hear, your pets can't hear, but the pests hear it. But then we also have electromagnetic in there as well. And that actually goes through the wirings in the walls of your house. So you know the pests that like to hang out in the walls and you can't get them with the ultrasonic? This one will. It does it both ways. And we have third-party independent laboratory testing that shows that these pest repellers are effective at repelling the rats and the mice and the roaches and the spiders that are in your house. And they do it without chemicals, they do it without traps, they do it without you doing a darn thing once you plug these in.
We have already now more than 300 orders coming through. Did we fall under 2,000 yet, Kevin? We are now under 2,000. Sorry, 500 orders coming through. We are under 2,000. There are no more. These are not the normal ones. They're the ones. I drive the buying team crazy. They don't bring these in other than for me typically because they know I'm obsessed with them. I was with Lou for all these years presenting them. These are not the ultrasonic. It's ultrasonic and electromagnetic. To me, it's just making all the difference in the world. You don't need a dozen of them or 10 of them, 2 of them.
Well, and think about this. Okay, so the ultrasonic sound waves that our traditional pest repellers work, which PS, I recommend having both types just because, you know, I'm a belt and suspenders kind of guy. I think that's the safest way to go. But those pest repellers with the ultrasonic sound waves, since they are sound, they will only go as far as a solid surface. So if they hit a door, if they hit a wall, they hit something like that, they're kind of trapped in that space, okay? But the electromagnetic uses the wiring in your house, in your walls, to go over the entire wall. It goes through everything on that floor. So that means that just one of these will be effective in a space that we've never had anything that could do. The only thing I've ever seen that worked in the walls was if you paid a professional to come out, drill a hole in the wall, and you spray that powder in there, or they take your outlets off, and they put the powder in there. That's fine. This is without poisons. This is without traps. This is you literally just taking one and plugging it in there. And by the way, one of these units actually has extra plugs on the side of it right here so that you're not even going to lose the outlet that you plug it into. But I want to show everybody something because I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, so you're telling me I can't hear it, I can't see it, how would I even know this is working? I'm going to show you something that's proof positive, okay? In front of me here, we have one plugged in, okay? And the one that's there, I have 2 different sensors. You guys are probably gonna wanna get the overhead on this, okay? Because there's a sensor down here that actually measures electromagnetic waves, okay? So every time you see these red and green lights go on, you're gonna see that happen, okay? So that's the electromagnetic. This is an ultrasonic leak detector, and if I can get that in there far enough, there you go, guys. See, there's a little red LED. Now watch this. Simultaneously, the red LED moves and the 30 comes up on there. So this is reading electromagnetic, this is reading ultrasonic. You're getting best of both worlds at the same time. Now, why is this a big deal? Well, because most of our lives, what we've been doing is we've been playing, you know, amateur exterminator, okay? You see some pests in your house and you're like, you know what? I gotta go out and I gotta take care of this. And we were brought up to believe that, you know, you're gonna be self-sufficient. Get out there and go buy some stuff, okay? So we go out and we buy sprays and we buy traps and we buy all kinds of things. And this is just for the roaches, okay? But P.S. There's nothing for spiders, okay? So just don't go look, okay? But this stuff right here, this is, the back of this, that's all warning labels right there. That's all warnings on the entire thing. But this is the kind of stuff that it wears off, so you gotta reapply, and then you run out. So you gotta go back to the store and you gotta buy more. And then, if you got the roaches, not the roaches, if you got the rats and the mice, poisons, traps, all sorts of things that are just absolutely nasty that can hurt you, they can hurt your kids, they can hurt your pets. You don't want this stuff around your house. Not to mention the fact that when the rats and the mice die, they don't do it in the middle of your living room where you can find them. They're in the walls, the ceilings, the floors, they're all over the place, and then you get that horrible odor. That's just not fun. Oh, and then We have Adam's absolute favorite right here.
I've not heard this for 4 years.
He hasn't heard this in a long time. Now, folks, in the middle of the night, if you hear this,
just hates it.
he hates that sound. But you know what's worse? Being the person that's got to deal with the carcass that's in here and throw it away and then rebait this and put it out there. It's a lot of work, guys. Or you could just plug one of these in and not have to do anything, because this will work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, Adam. Whether you're home, whether you're away, it doesn't matter what's going on. Isn't that amazing? So look, there's that extra outlet I was talking about as well. Now, I know people are looking at this going like, that looks like a nice clean house, Lou. In fact, that looks like a new house. Well, it was at the time that we shot this video. Here's the thing though. Even if you live in new construction, I want you to think about something. Where do these pests live? They live underground, they live, in the woods, they live all these different places. The rats, the mice, the roaches, the spiders, right? When you build a new house, what do? You tear up all that ground. You're destroying their habitat, and they're looking for somewhere to go. And Adam, we have just come out the far side of spring.
Yes.
We're in summer now,
yes.
And we all know that love is in the air in spring.
It is.
And all the pests make more little pests, and guess what? Now they're looking for some place to stay. And your house looks pretty darn good. You got food, you got water, you got air conditioning, you got heat, you got everything they need. They want to come into your house. You know what? Evict them. Kick them out.
It's time to say no more free ride. This is the best time of the year to buy it. My favorite thing to do is to present products that I use and that I believe in so dear. Like anybody, if you use something, it's easy for you to talk about. I get more questions about these pest repellers with skepticism than I do any other product.
Me too.
I swear to you that in 15 years that I have used these, I just don't see the roaches. I don't. I don't see the spiders. I don't. Rats and mice, simply not there. So it's not that I like them. I would recommend these all day long, which is why I'm always so excited to share them with you. I've not presented them in 4 years. We bring in the traditional pest repellers regularly. These are not the normal pest repellers. These are ultrasonic and electromagnetic. They're more powerful, they're more potent, they're more effective and proven, as you'll see, spiders, roaches, rats, and mice. There are no other presentations scheduled, folks. We are now 1,000 left. With everybody ordering, about 600 folks coming through, there's 1,000 left. I hope it's not another 4 years before I present this. There's 1,000 left just for what it's worth. I mean, there's every incentive to buy it for how effective it is. But if you are able to buy it in the next 4 minutes, you will get the free shipping and handling as well, because they flipped the switch and gave us free shipping on everything tonight, so you're getting more savings than was even originally planned. I can't say enough good things about them. They really do work, but please understand the distinction. There's the regular, and then there's the ultra powerful. You don't need a set of 8, 1 per floor of the house. So if you have a 1-story house, just put one at one end and one at the other. I mean, Lou, I don't know how else to express it. It's not even like you say, oh, it's only $32 and replace a cartridge every 6 months. You never need to do anything. You just leave it plugged in.
Just plug them in and let them work. And like you were saying, you've had them for 15 years. Me too. I have some that I've had that entire time that are still working.
Right.
Because essentially what they are, folks, is tiny speakers. At least this part is the ultrasonic. And then you've got the electromagnetic that actually uses the wiring. Yes, it sends a pulse out. This senses that pulse. This one is reading the ultrasonic. That's actually a microphone on the end of this, and it only hears ultrasonic. Notice how it's not moving when I talk.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
It just hears that ultrasonic sound waves. But guys, this right here, this is the big difference with this unit, is that it actually has the ultrasonic. Let's show that animation again. And let everybody see this. Notice what happens here, okay? The ultrasonic sound wave, that pulse goes out through the room.
Yes.
But then the electromagnetic goes through the walls, and it uses the wiring in your house against the pests. Because there are pests that will hide in the walls.
Yes.
And they can live there for years and years and years. But guess what? When that electromagnetic pulse goes through those walls, it does something to their nervous system that makes them want to leave. They want to get out. Now, I'm going to tell you something. When you plug these in, give it a couple days, maybe a week, okay?
For sure.
Wait and see what happens, because what happens is, and I love this analogy, it's like you can go someplace and they can be playing really loud music very badly, and you can put up with it for a little while, but after a while you're like, no, we're out of here, we got to go, okay? That's what happens to the pest. The sound that this emits, the electromagnetic in the walls, they'll take it for a little while, but then they got to get out of there. And the beautiful part about this, Adam, is that even if they come back, they're going to leave again.
It's a humane way of dealing with these critters that are there. If you've ever been walking to the bathroom in the middle of the night and you've stood on something crunchy and it was a roach,
I hate that.
It's not good. Or you get into bed at night and you see a spider crawling up the wall and you ain't going to sleep until you've got that spider. This works. I mean, Lou, you bring us some wonderful products. There are not many products that I've been here 17 years. You've been presenting pest repellers for 17 years.
Yeah, for 17 years. And there's not many products I can say that about. And here's the other thing too, all right? People always think that killing the cockroaches, killing anything out there, that's going to end the infestation. Let me tell you my German cockroach story real quick, okay? If you kill a German cockroach, a female German cockroach with a spray or a trap or anything, right? While she's bearing eggs, before she dies,